God, we are thankful for this opportunity to glorify you through the game of basketball. Thank you for the hard work that these athletes have put in and how they have invested in their respective programs. We ask that as they compete, they will be free of injury. And above all, we ask that everything said and done will be glorified to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
It's starting to get cold outside here in Greenville, so what better way to stay warm inside than being here in the Davis Fieldhouse for some Bruins basketball tonight. My name is Trenton Goldsmith, welcoming you inside the Davis Fieldhouse for the matchup we have tonight between the Bruins and the Tornadoes from Brevard College. The starters for the Bruins tonight look a little different. There's one newcomer, number 1, Tostadas Pouncey, number 3, Trevor Brunson, and making his first start of the season, number 4, Trevor Pittman, joined by number 10, Devin Dean, and the leader, taking the tip, number 21, Shad Vanderhart. The Bruins get the ball first. Trevor Pittman over to Vanderhart, and now Pouncey. Starters for the Tornadoes, number 0, Brendan Wansley, the freshman leader on this team. As Devin Dean looks inside to Vanderhart. Vanderhart gets stuck, kicks out to Brunson in the corner. In and out to start. Devin Dean going for it, but taken away by Wansley. Number 3, Charles Reed. 11, KK Horton. 12, Jaden Carnes. And 13, Charlie Hester. This has been the starting 5 for the Tornadoes in all 6 games so far in their season. They are 4-1. coming into tonight. They have previously beat the Bruins in a 100-65 blowout just a couple weeks ago. That shot was no good from Hester. Bruins really had the game slip away in the second half, where the Tornadoes just knocked down shots and the Bruins did not. That's what made the big difference, as the Bruins were only down 10 at halftime of that game on the road. That's one thing the Bruins have to contain, is the turnovers on the night. They average 8.3 per game on the season, but that is less than this Tornado squad. This is a three from Wansley, and that one's good. Brennan Wansley has been the leader for this team so far as a freshman, averaging 15.8 points a game with 6 rebounds to go along with it. Brunson, the strong drive, up and short, rebounded by Horton. Ball was touched by a Bruin while he was out of bounds, so it's going to be Tornadoes ball going the other way. They'll have a 3-point lead. In the all-time series against these two teams, it's split 5-5. The last meeting, as I said, was just a couple weeks ago on November 14th. Tornadoes won. 60 bench points for the Tornadoes in that game. Huge difference maker. The people on the bench absolutely showed up to play. Devin Dean goes strong to the rack and puts it in for the Bruins' first points of the night. So can the Bruins handle the depth of the Tornadoes tonight to make this game a lot closer? That's another corner three by Wansley. 2 for 2 by Wansley. He's getting comfortable in that corner. Again, we cannot let him get hot if you're the Bruins. Pittman being patient on the offensive side, waiting for the Bruins to get in motion. Pass, risky. And that pass from Pouncey to Vanderhart gets away. And that's turnover number 2 by the Bruins. Got to limit those tonight. Charles Reed with the ball, the grad student from Concord, North Carolina. Reed makes Pittman jump. That pass is deflected, but it's going to be called a kickball by Vanderhart, so the Tornadoes will keep possession. One tough thing for the Bruins is that their starting big man, Dylan Harris, is out for the season with a knee injury. That's a huge blow to this Bruins team, as he is the big man in the center, and he has been for quite some time. So who's going to step up for the Bruins? I'm excited to see. That's a good pass inside, and the layup is missed. Carnes could not finish. Pittman, his first start driving. Dean. And now Vanderhart, the leader for the Bruins so far. .10 on the shot clock. Bruins got to get going. Pouncey at the top of the key, driving to his right. Kick out to Vanderhart. Vanderhart for 3 in the corner. That one's going to be short and rebounded by Reed. Shad Vanderhart coming in tonight. That one's put up and in by Carnes. Got a little redemption from last one. Vanderhart comes in tonight averaging 20.3 points a game, 7 rebounds, and just under 5 assists. Honestly, he came out of nowhere last season, had a breakout year last year, and now starting this year, he is just the guy on this team. Dean, jump stop, and easy lay in the middle. Devin Dean has all 4 points for the Bruins tonight so far on 2 really strong drives. It is great to see Dean back in a Bruins uniform. He was at Piedmont University, for a couple of years, and then his last year eligibility, he wanted to come back to Bob Jones. He's a big reason why this team might be good. Brunson, strong drive, and his foul will get sent to the free throw line. That foul is called on Charles Reed.
Foul is called on number 3. Charles Reed is first. Team first.
Believe it or not, this is Brunson's first full trip to the free throw line all season long in the 3 games they've played. First one is a make. Bruins have played 3 exhibition games in which the stats don't count to their overall stats. So this is the first full trip. Technically of the season, he goes 2 for 2. Great start from the line tonight. Checking in for the Bruins is number 2, Brandon Wilkins. You'll see Wilkins and Pouncey splitting time for most of the night. Wilkins is a sophomore from here in Greenville, South Carolina, averaging 5 a game. Wilkins has this calm presence to him on the floor. Never freaks out. never gets timid, and he plays defense like that. Great save by Wilkins over to Pittman. Pittman trying to rescue it. Corner in the three in the corner, no good. Great effort by Wilkins right after coming in to the game. This zone defense has proved to be lethal against some teams. Brevard, quick ball movement, and Carnes gets another layup to go. And they now lead 10-6. Wilkins slides into the lane, out to Brunson, And now Devin Dean in the corner trying a three for himself, and that one's good. Devin Dean has 7 of the 9 points so far tonight. Great start for Dean, and the Bruins are back within 1. Tipped away, another forced turnover by the Bruins. Can they finish this one up? Pittman, lob to Vanderhart. Vanderhart can't finish, but he is fouled. So Vanderhart will go to the free throw line. And that one is finally going to send us to the first media timeout. First 5 minutes of this game have gone by quickly. Tornadoes have a 10-9 lead. Back from the media timeout, Vanderhart with a trip to the free throw line, shooting 2. Vanderhart shooting 84% on the season. First one is good. Vanderhart started the season 11 for 11 from the free throw line. So he's a great shooter from the spot. And he goes 2 for 2. Bruins are 4 for 4 on the night. That's been a tough one for the Bruins this season. Free throw percentage is just above 66%. Got to improve that. Zone defense is moving. That's a shot from Wansley, and that's his first miss after going 2 for 2 to start the game. Vanderhart gathers, Pittman on the run. Drive is cut off. Wilkins now. And now Vanderhart. Pittman trying to find his best option. 10 on the shot clock. Wilkins drives, but that one's poked away, and now Wilkins will be called for a foul. Checking in for the Bruins, number 11, Justin Skelton, the freshman from Columbia, South Carolina, and Tostadas Pouncey checking back in. Pittman and Dean will exit. Carnes exiting for the Tornadoes. Darius Stewart checking in. Great step back 3, and no good off front iron. And that one's going to go the Bruins' way. Drew Smith checked in at the media timeout. Drew Smith was the second leading scorer in the game against the Bruins. The first time he scored 14 off the bench. Brunson, strong drive to his left. Now back on his right, puts it up and in. That's one thing Brunson has gotten so good at this season. He's gained so much strength. He's primarily just a shooter last season. That one goes into the stands. And the baseball boys can't catch it on the front row. Come on, guys. Last season, Brunson was primarily a shooter, but this season he has changed his game completely. So much strength. That's Vanderhart. Gets cut off by great defense by Smith. Vanderhart trying again. No foul called again. Great defense by Smith, and it's rebounded. But KK Horton steps out of bounds, so the Bruins keep possession. It's a little gimme. And another turnover by the Tornadoes. Pouncey inbounds it to Vanderhart, and now Brunson. Out to Wilkins. Wilkins with a three from the wing. No good. That one looked good from up here, but just hit the rim off the wrong spot. Drew Smith. Over to Charlie Hester. Hester, strong drive, and no good on the layup, but gets his own rebound. That's a block by Vanderhart, and that one's off of Hester, going the other way. Great defensive play by Shad Vanderhart. Twain Wilson now checking in off the bench for the Tornadoes. He was the leading scorer last time these two teams played. Scored 19 off the bench. So 33 of the 60 bench points came from Twain Wilson and Drew Smith. Again, if the Bruins can handle the bench. Strong drive by Skelton. He gets a trip to the free throw line, and Twain Wilson gets a foul right away. If the Bruins can handle the bench points and the depth from this Tornadoes team, a win might be in their grasp, even though they lost by 35 last time. This Bruins team, I tell you what, is one of the most exciting Bruins teams we've seen in a while. Skelton's first one is good. And the second one from Skelton's good, so the Bruins are 6 for 6 from the free throw line to start this game. They now hold a 15-10 lead. That's a three, and it's good from Drew Smith. Desperately needed on the Tornadoes offense. Vanderhart at the top of the key. To Wilkins. Now Pouncey. Vanderhart at the baseline. Wilkins drives baseline, strong drive, and no continuation on that. Foul is on the floor. And that'll take us to our second media timeout of the day. The Bruins lead 15-13, and they'll get the ball after this media timeout.
Media timeout.
Back from the media timeout, and the Tornadoes go even deeper into their bench, bringing in Drayshawn Brown and Brock McKnight. Brown's a junior from Greensboro, North Carolina, and McKnight, sophomore from Sparta, North Carolina. Vanderhart, strong drive and kick out to Skelton. Skelton now driving, and he can't finish the lay. And now the Tornadoes go the other way. McKnight, dangerous pass, and now a great pass. And that one's put up and in by Stewart. Great bounce pass by Brock McKnight. And it's now tied at 15. Little 5-0 run for the Tornadoes. Dean wants it in the post. Newly checked back in. Now Wilkins from the wing for 3. It's good. Brandon Wilkins. What a smooth jump shot. Puts the Bruins back up 3. Vanderhart gets in the way of Smith. And now Drayshawn Brown with a step back jumper from the elbow. It's good. Brown making a difference right away. Brown's a transfer from Mid-Atlantic Christian University. That's a corner 3 by Tostadas Pouncey. It's good. Back-to-back 3s by the Bruins. And the Tornadoes call a 30-second timeout. They need to figure out their defense, and the Bruins can run away with it. Head coach Lee Burgess is not happy with his defense in the last couple of minutes since the media timeout, allowing 2 wide-open 3s in which the Bruins hit both. Lee Burgess is in his 13th season as head coach for the Tornadoes. He's also the assistant athletic director at Brevard College. Little fun fact about Coach Burgess here is he was a former assistant at Samford University, where he also played as a player from 1996 to 2000, and he was a part of the 2 of the 3 tournament teams. They went to the NCAA tournament in 1999 and 2000. He was a player on both of those teams, where his 14 seed Samford lost to St. John's. An old player that we all know and love. His name is Ron Artest, or I guess his name was Ron Artest then. It's been about a few different things since then. And that's another turnover forced by the Bruins. Ron Artest and his St. John's team knocked off Coach Burgess. And then in 2000, Samford was back in the tournament as a 13 seed and then lost to the number 4 seed Syracuse. And that one, almost an and one by Wilkins, and Bruins go back to the line for their 4th trip. Brandon Wilkins now. Wilkins. First one's good. He shoots 50% so far in the season. Justin Gaudelock now in for the Tornadoes. Freshman from Alberton, Georgia. And just like the stat, Brandon Wilkins goes 1 for 2. First miss from the line tonight for the Bruins. He wants that one back, you can tell. Bruins now up 5. Zone defense is moving and forces another turnover. Dean now on the run. He drives quickly. Justin Skelton for 3 from the wing. No good, off back iron. Dean going up for it, but can't grab it. Tornadoes come down with it, and now Drayshawn Brown's on the run. Back to Brock McKnight, and another turnover. Bruins defense is showing up tonight. Skelton kicks to Vanderhart in the corner, 4-3, and it is no good. On a line, Bruins with the offensive board. Skelton drives to his right. Skelton strong drive and 1. Count the basket and the foul by Justin Skelton. Bruins go back to the free throw line again. Brock McKnight coming out, and KK Horton coming back in for the Tornadoes. Skelton at the line shooting 1. Looking for an old-fashioned three-point play here. And that one goes off back rim. First miss from the line all season long for Skelton. Another turnover. It's a swarm of bees by the Bruins. And questionable no call right there, but Tornadoes get the ball back. Step back for 3 in the corner, no good. Offensive rebound, back out to Gaudelock. Gaudelock now driving baseline, and it's blocked. It's blocked by Vanderhart and out of bounds. Bruins ball. The strength being shown by the Bruins on both sides of the ball tonight is spectacular so far. 11 minutes in, they're dominating. Up 7. Still a lot of basketball left. They got to keep this up. Again, the Tornadoes are a lot deeper than the Bruins. They usually play about 12 deep, which is unheard of. Wilkins, another 3. Quick release, in and out. Dean gets the rebound. Back up and in. Devin Dean. 9 points on the night by Dean already. Bruins up 9. Twain Wilson hasn't really had an open shot yet. That's Drew Smith. And now Gaudelock blocked by Dean. Skelton, another drive. And another and one. Justin Skelton. Flex on him, Justin Skelton. The Bruins have been hitting the weights. Skelton looking to make this one for redemption from last time. And it goes in. Old-fashioned three-point play for Skelton. Now 5 points in the night for him. The Bruins up 12. The bench loves it. The coaches love it. That's a deep 3 and contested. It's good. Pure from Drew Smith. Must-needed 3 by the Tornadoes. Drew Smith. Man, what a shot. Wilkins sizing up Gaudelock. Now to Skelton. Skelton wanted another drive, and that one's going to be tipped out of bounds. Should stay Bruins possession. It does. And that takes us to the sub-8 media timeout. The Bruins have put in the work since the last media timeout and now lead 29-20. We will be right back. Back from the media timeout. Bruins with the ball out of bounds. Jeremy Posner checking in for the Tornadoes for the first time tonight. Posner is a grad student. Great defense right there by K.K. Horton, but Pittman gets it. Posner's a grad student from Miami, Florida. Wilkins driving, and that one gets blocked by Wansley. And now the Tornadoes are on the run. Foul on the floor. Great drive by Drew Smith.
Bruins foul number 4. Trevor Pittman is first, team second.
It shouldn't be free throws. The foul was called on the floor. If it was on the shot, it's an and one. So Drew Smith will only be shooting one free throw. So they will count the basket with continuation. And Smith now shooting one at the line. He's going to bring in Braxton Murray, freshman from Columbia, South Carolina, along with Trevor Brunson checking back in. Smith at the line, shooting one. Smith averages 80%. And he knocks down that one, brings the Tornadoes back within 6. Pittman commanding the offense. Murray at the top, and now Devin Dean. Brandon Wilkins. Brunson looking to get involved. Foul call on the floor on Drew Smith. That's his second foul of the day. It's going to bring back in Jaden Carnes in for Justin Gaudelock. Bruins are on the bonus. Devin Dean looking to keep his point totals going. 9 points so far tonight. It's a 1-and-1 for Dean, shooting 47%. He has struggled all season long so far. And that one is off a couple parts of the rim. Rebounded by the Tornadoes. Bruins still in a 6-point lead, but the Tornadoes have brought it back just a little bit. Cutting the lead in half. It was once 12. Posner. And now KK Horton, a cross pass. And Dean tried to avoid that foul, but he just kind of got in the way. Didn't really allow Wansley to drive, so it's going to be Dean's first foul of the night. Tornadoes get the ball out of bounds. No look pass to the corner for three by Horton, and no good. Tipped around, still tipped around, and that should be Bruins ball. It is. Pittman bringing it up for the Bruins. Oh, Wilkins thought about a shot, but brings it back. Dean now in the corner. Braxton Murray getting his first touch. Big touch into the lane. Dean looks at Murray. Dean spins, gets cut off. Wilkins, 6 on the shot clock, and he is called for a travel. That pivot foot shifted before he started the drive. So the Tornadoes will get the ball back. They can cut the lead even more. Got just over 6 minutes till halftime. Posner in the corner. Hand check by Pittman. And now Horton, and that ball is tipped out of bounds by Dean. Good hustle defense to get that one away from Wansley. Wansley is 2 for 2 from that spot. 2 for 3 altogether from the three-point line. And again, the leading scorer for this Tornadoes team. Drive and runner is no good, and he gets his own rebound. That's Drew Smith again. That's a corner three from Posner, no good. And Brennan Wilkins is on the run. 3-on-2 for the Bruins. Wilkins loses his dribble a little bit. And now it's 5-on-5. Dean backing down Posner. Dean toward the baseline. Dean tried to get it to Murray. That one's tipped away, and now Wansley's on the run for the Tornadoes. That pass is off target, and another turnover. Bruins got a little cold spell right now on offense. Haven't scored in 3 minutes. But still with a 6-point lead due to their great defense so far, forcing so many turnovers. I'll get the stat at halftime of how many turnovers they actually have forced. I would think it's about 8 or 9. Pittman thought about a 3. Back on his right side. Brandon Wilkins for 3 from straight on, and that's in. Brandon Wilkins showing up tonight for the Bruins off the bench. So far, the Bruins are commanding that bench point stat that I was talking about early on in the game. And the passes are just not on target for the Tornadoes. This zone defense is flying everywhere. Good poke by Dean. He wanted to get that ball away, but it goes out of bounds. Tornadoes get the ball under the basket. Bruins back up 9. That's Smith in the corner for 3. It's good. Drew Smith commanding the offense tonight off the bench for the Tornadoes so far. Brings it back within 6. Pittman settling a little bit, letting the Bruins get in motion. Vanderhart and Skelton looking to check back in. Wilkins sizing up and drives. Gets cut off, kicks to Brunson. Brunson deep 3 is good! Trevor Brunson! There was zero hesitation in that shot by Brunson. Big reason why that thing went straight in. Another three from Smith. Smith looking to answer, and that's good. Rattles it in. It's basically Drew Smith against the whole Bruins team right now. Smith is controlling this game for the Tornadoes still. Back within 6. Deep three from Pittman. No good. Rebound, Braxton Murray. Braxton Murray up. Can't finish with his left. And that one's going to be a foul. His hands were extended on that push a little bit. And that should take us to our last media timeout of the half. The Bruins up 35-29. Back from the media timeout. Skelton and Vanderhart checking back in for the Bruins. You know how I said that Drew Smith had 14 points and was the second leading scorer in the last matchup? Well, Drew Smith already has 15 points tonight. 15 of the 29, over half the points for the Tornadoes. He's feeling it. But he needs some help from his team. So I don't think Drew Smith can keep this up the rest of the night. If he does, that would be nothing short of absolutely spectacular. Bad pass. The Bruins force another turnover. They can grow their lead big time here. 35-29, just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Game looks a lot different than it did at Brevard College. Bruins look a lot more comfortable on both sides of the ball. Good cut by Skelton, and Skelton lays it up and in. Impressive minutes from the freshman tonight. Already over his season average of 7 points a game. Cross-court pass to Posner for three on the wing, and it's good. That was on a rope. Back within 5 for the Tornadoes. 2.5 to go in the half. Vanderhart still looking to get going. Only has 2 points tonight so far. Brunson drives. Strong drive, gets poked away by K.K. Horton, and Horton looking to speed. Drew Smith, good pass and lay by Jaden Carnes. And Coach Uaro didn't like how the Bruins looked on that last offensive possession. It's a 30-second timeout and a use it or lose it timeout. So Coach Uaro figures why not, and takes it. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Bruins with the ball, just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. And now only up 3. Skelton, impressive so far, drives into the lane and kicks out to Wilkins. Wilkins with a mismatch against Posner. Wilkins driving. Trying to get Posner to jump, and that's another good hands play by Wansley, and KK Horton will lay it in. And you blink, and the Tornadoes are back within one. 37-36 here in the first half. Vanderhart with the ball at the top. Brunson with a three in the corner. No good. Needed that one. Tornadoes now have a chance to take the lead. It would be their first lead of the night. Horton over to Smith. Smith slows it down. Wansley up to Carnes. Now Wansley wide open three on the wing. Straight in. The Tornadoes have a 2-point lead. They've brought it all the way back here in the first half. It's been a game of runs.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Vanderhart, strong drive. He will get fouled, and that'll send him to the free throw line. Since the Bruins are in bonus, it should still be a 1-1.
Number 11, KK Horton is first, team ninth. At the line of the Bruins, for 21, Chad Vanderhart.
Again, Vanderhart 84% from the line, 2 for 2 so far tonight. And that one straight in. Brings it back within one. Vanderhart gets that second one to go. Hung on the rim for just a couple seconds and decided to go in. Nice 2 for 2 trip by Vanderhart. Game's now tied at 39 apiece. Good shifts by the Tornadoes offense. Gets the Bruins moving a lot. Horton driving into the middle. Kick out to Smith. Smith trying to drive. Gets cut off by Pittman. And now Horton with a floater. Off back rim and in. And now Pittman and the Bruins can hold for the final shot. Shot clock is technically off. 20 seconds left. Wilkins to Brunson. Brunson to Skelton. Skelton with a three. No good, off the rim. 7 seconds. Tornadoes look to go quickly. And that one's an and one. Skelton got a little antsy, and he fouled Jaden Carnes on the easy lay. Should have just let that one go. And McKnight's going to check back in for the Tornadoes for the last 3.5 seconds. Carnes makes it. Tornadoes back up 5. There's 3.5 left. Pittman has to go quick. 2 seconds. Shoots it from half court. And the bank shot's no good. And the Tornadoes, once down 12, up 5 at the half, exploded in the final 4 minutes of that first half. And they go into halftime with a 44-39 lead. The second half will resume in 15 minutes. Stick around. Welcome back to the Davis Fieldhouse for the second half of what I'm sure is going to be a very tight game, especially if it's a lot like the first half. The Tornadoes came all the way back. We're once down 12 and lead by 5 to start this half. A big thank you to Drew Smith, scoring 15 points in the first half, 5 for 6, 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Just having himself a game. He does start this half on the bench. He does come off the bench. 6th man for the Tornadoes, but leads them in points. Good fake by Pouncey. Now Vanderhart out to Dean, who has 9 points for the Bruins, and it stays at 9. He airmails that one. That's a big pass over the head of Jaden Carnes. Another turnover for the Tornadoes. And Twain Wilson checking in right away, under a minute into the half. Bruins down by 5. They need to get the scoring going. Turnover by the Bruins. Tornadoes going the other way. Brennan Wansley, had 9 points in the first half for the Tornadoes, and also is starting the first or second half on the bench. Poked away momentarily by Pouncey, and then it's gathered up by Vanderhart. Bruins need Vanderhart to score some more points. Only had 4 in the first half. It's the season low for a half. But the Bruins, with Justin Skelton and Devin Dean both having 9 points, making it close. Brunson head fake and drive, and is fouled on the drive. That foul is going to be against Charlie Hester, the senior from Huntersville, North Carolina. Bruins get the ball out of bounds. Bruins have won the turnover battle so far, though it's not pretty on either side. Tornadoes have 13. Bruins have 8. It's just not been a good night for some ball handling, even though Dean gathers that. Keeps it for the Bruins. 8 on the shot clock. They got to go quickly, and pass by Pittman is off. Taken away. And that one's now poked out of bounds to stop the fast break by Brunson. Great recovery defense right there. Tornadoes ball out of bounds. It's going to be Charles Reed inbounding it. Corner 3 by KK Horton. Excuse me, he was in the corner and then stepped in. The shot was off target. Score is still 44-39. Neither team has scored in the first couple of minutes here in the second half. Vanderhart, great defense. That one's going to stay out of bounds and stay Bruins ball. Great defense by Charles Reed to stop that spin move by Shad Vanderhart. Pouncey inbounds it to Devin Dean. Devin Dean strong to the rim. That's blocked. Twain Wilson denies it. Great pass in, and that one's laid up and in by Jaden Carnes. Defense to offense for the Tornadoes, and a 7-point lead to go with it. Slow start for this Bruins team. Pittman into Vanderhart. Pittman nearly traveled. Brunson for 3. That's needed and in. Bruins needed that one desperately. Back within 4. Brunson now up to 10 points on the night, leading the Bruins team. First one in double digits. Great defense by this zone. And now Horton drives into some space, but against Shad Vanderhart, kicks back out to Hester. Horton thought about a 3 and drives now and kicks out again to Reed for 3. Short, no good. The putback is no good, but he's fouled by Vanderhart. Vanderhart did not like that. Jaden Carnes is going to go to the free throw line, where he shoots 75%. 3 for 4 on the season so far. And he knocks down the first one. Now 4 for 5 on the season. Looking to go 5 for 6. And that one's off front iron. Splits the pair. Tornadoes up 5. Both teams have the capability to go on long offensive runs, and they both did in the first half. Brunson, strong drive, and a fade layup goes in. Trevor Brunson, 5 points in the second half. Now up to 12 in the night. Brunson continues to show his strength. Oh, Pouncey almost tipped that one away. That's a 3 by Hester, and it's no good. Rebound by Brunson. Good cut by Devin Dean. Devin Dean up and in. Pittman with the good look. And the Bruins are back within 1. 7-point lead erased. Bad pass to Horton. Horton gathers it, though. Horton kicks out to Smith. Smith to Reed in the corner. 9 on the shot clock. They got to move quickly. Almost nearly traveled, and that's a late foul call. And Carnes is going to go back to the free throw line. Fouls against Trevor Brunson, his first, and that leads us to the first media timeout of this second half. The Tornadoes only up 1. Back from the media timeout, Carnes already had his spot to take the free throw. Getting ready for it and visualizing it. One thing I want to point out tonight is all the Bruins of other sports that are here supporting this men's team. Got the women's basketball team, women's soccer team, track team, golf team, baseball team, all the above, women's soccer team. They're all here supporting this men's basketball team. It's been one of our main missions all year long so far is Bruins support Bruins. So it's good to see so many of them here. And Carnes goes 2 for 2 very quickly. Has no regiment about his free throws. He just gets up there and shoots them. Tornadoes back up 3. We've seen better movement by the Bruins offense in the last couple of minutes. Brunson for 3 in the corner. In and out. That one would have tied the game. Another good look by Pittman. Shot did not drop. Hester, cross-court pass to Reed. Reed directing the offense a little bit. And now Wilson to Carnes again. Carnes driving, kicking out to Horton. Horton driving to his right, gets cut off. Vanderhart with a hand in his face. Vanderhart grabs it. Vanderhart still with only 4 points. Tosadas Pouncey thought about a 3. Now Vanderhart up against Carnes. Vanderhart driving baseline to Devin Dean. Devin Dean right in front of the basket. All alone. He puts it up and in. Easy. Bruins back within 1. Justin Skelton looking to go back in along with Drew Smith. There were about 4 people wanting to get that rebound, and Vanderhart comes down with it. Brunson driving. Brunson kicks out to Devin Dean. Fake and drive. Kick out to Pittman. 4-3, and it's good. Trevor Pittman gives the Bruins the lead back. 51-49, just under 14 to go in this game. The defense has stepped up, but they're going to step up even more in just a couple minutes when Drew Smith is in this game for the Tornadoes. That's a three by Wilson. Can't answer back. Pouncey gets the ball, looking to go up quickly. Pouncey to Dean. Dean drives strong, and that's going to be a blocking foul. It's hard to get in the way and take a charge against Devin Dean. Honestly, just one of the strongest basketball players there is. So Skelton coming back in with Smith on the Tornadoes side. Dean checking out and Reed checking out. Again, Drew Smith, 15 points in the first half, while shooting 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Pittman for another three, and that one's going long. And now Drew Smith directing the offense. Over to Hester. That one's poked away. Pittman gets away from Hester. Up and under. Trevor Pittman on a mini 5-0 run himself. Puts the Bruins up 4. Hester. Back to Smith. Pittman almost poked that one away, and he's going to be called for a foul. A little bit too aggressive on that one. And the Tornadoes to keep possession and get the ball out of bounds. That is only Pittman's second foul of the night. Drew Smith. Hester. And now Carnes. That one will stay here. Jaden Carnes surprising 12 points tonight. He does average just above 10 per game, but already at 12. Has had aggressive drives to the basket to get to the free throw line, and here's one now. Carnes kicking out to Horton. Horton now driving. Great lay by Horton. Brings the Tornadoes back within 2. Pittman over to Pouncey. And now Vanderhart. Horton switches on to Vanderhart. Vanderhart has a mismatch. Back to Pittman. Pittman for 3. Off the rim. Gathered by Twain Wilson. Hester for 3 and the lead. No good. But rebounded by Horton. How did Horton grab that rebound? Carnes. And that one is up and in by Twain Wilson. Game is now tied again at 53. Brandon Wilkins looking to go back in for the Bruins on the next dead ball, which will end up being a media timeout, the sub-12 media timeout. Drew Smith, aggressive defense against Vanderhart. Skelton driving. Had success in the first half, and he continues that. Will get sent to the free throw line after our media timeout with a chance to give the Bruins the ball or the lead back. And Brandon Wilkins will check in and get back in the second half after the media timeout. Game tied at 53. Back from the media timeout. Skelton at the free throw line with a chance to give the Bruins the lead back. And with that free throw, he's now in double digits, 10 points on the night. 4 for 5 from the line, looking to go 5 for 6. Very aggressive first half by Skelton. Had a couple of and ones. It's been great to see him find his rhythm as a freshman. Huge. Gets both free throws to go. Bruins 2-point lead, now 11 on the night. Drew Smith and the Tornadoes looking to answer back. Posner's back in for the Tornadoes with the ball right now on the wing. Smith looking for space. Pouncey and Wilkins not giving him any. Good drive and kick out. And now Smith driving. Smith up over Brunson. No good. Grabbed by Shad Vanderhart. Bruins can extend their lead here. Skelton directing. Wilkins looking in. Trying to find Vanderhart. He does at the top of the key. Vanderhart looking over to Brunson. And Brunson can't get the cut. Skelton looking for another aggressive drive. Brunson, a lot of driving kick for the Bruins, and Brunson's finally fouled. And shot clock will be reset to 14. The ball out of bounds for the Bruins. Excuse me, reset to 20. So the Bruins have more time to get a better shot. They were coming up empty. And now it's Skelton into Vanderhart. Trevor Brunson drives against Posner. Now Vanderhart up against Wilson. Brandon Wilkins for 3. No good, off front iron. And the Tornadoes go the other way. That's Horton. And now Smith. And now Wilson for 3. And that one does not go in. Almost an and 1-3. Chance for a 4-point play. But it goes in and out off the rim. Fouls on Pouncey. And now Wilson's going to go to the line for 3 free throws and a chance to get the lead back for this Tornadoes team. Wilson shoots 100%. Granted, he is 2 for 2 and now 3 for 3 on the season. Still has 2 more. This one would tie the game back up at 55. That one goes in, now 4 for 4 in the season. And with that one, the Tornadoes get the lead back. That's going to bring back Brandon Wansley. Wansley has 9 points on the night. It's a quiet 9 points, 3 for 4 from the three-point line. It's been overshadowed by Smith. Tornadoes with a 1-point lead, and that one's poked away by Horton. Vanderhart and Wilkins both getting back, but Horton lets them both fly by. And now the Tornadoes have a 3-point lead, 58-55, 10 minutes to go here in this very close game. Pouncey with the ball at the top. Vanderhart, and now Brunson. Pouncey in the corner. Wilkins almost gets that one away, but regathers it. 6 on the shot clock. Brunson has to go quick. Brunson, pull-up jumper, no good, off back iron. Empty trip for the Bruins. KK Horton now in transition. 5-point lead for the Tornadoes. Coach Uaro doesn't like it. Brunson for 3, that's needed and no good, but Vanderhart goes up for the rebound. Wilkins thinks about it, out. That one's poked away by Horton, and Coach Uaro does not like it. Horton is having himself a night on the defensive side. That one's blocked by Vanderhart and goes the other way. Vanderhart's 3rd block of the night. They've all been big. Bruins down 5, must answer. 9 minutes to go. Brunson is fouled on the cut. Fouled on the floor. Fouls on KK Horton. Oh, excuse me, that's on Drew Smith. That's his 3rd foul. So Smith got to be careful. Lazy pass by Pouncey. Posner takes it away. Horton in transition. And he gets another easy 2 points. And now the Tornadoes are up 7. Another big run for the Tornadoes. Again, it's a game of runs. And the Tornadoes on a 7-0 run. Busy hands by Posner, pokes that one out of bounds. And I think the Bruins are waiting for the next media timeout to finally get a timeout and not use it. Pittman's going to go back in for Brandon Wilkins. Brunson driving, gets cut off by Posner. Great defense by the Tornadoes. 9 on the shot clock. Skelton's got to make something happen. Skelton driving, kicks to Vanderhart for 3 in the corner. No good. Smith to Wansley. Back to Smith. Vanderhart pokes that one away. Vanderhart kicks out to Pittman. That 3 is good and necessary. Bruins back within 4. Great kick out by Vanderhart. A little risky. I think Vanderhart could have gone up for an easier 2 points, but Pittman answers with the 3. Was always told that 3 points are better than 2. And that one's going to be a foul against Brunson, sending Darius Stewart to the free throw line, and that one's going to take us to a sub-8 media timeout. The Bruins bring it back within 4, but after the media timeout, Stewart is going to have a chance to make it 6. Stick around. Back from the media timeout, Darius Stewart, the junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, at the line for the Tornadoes, shooting 2. So far in the season, he's only had 1 trip, 0 for 2, where he missed both. Josh Dorsey checking in for the Bruins for the first time tonight, the senior transfer from Columbia International University. First one by Stewart is short. Brock McKnight checking in for KK Horton. KK Horton getting a well-deserved rest. Has had some great defense turned to offense in this second half. And that one does not drop. And Stewart misses both. Game still a 4-point lead for the Tornadoes. Devin Dean back in for the Bruins. Pittman to Pouncey. And that kick out by Pouncey is just straight up in the air. Carnes is going to check back in for Stewart. Carnes has had a good night for the Tornadoes, getting to the free throw line. Having a lot of backdoor cuts against this zone defense. They're in a 2-1-2 right now. Wansley. Cut by Posner. Wansley doesn't see him. And now McKnight. Cross court and kick to Posner for 3. No good. Rebound by Dorsey. Strong rebound by Josh Dorsey. Dean, strong drive. And that's a blocking foul. Posner is inside the cylinder. And Devin Dean will go to the free throw line with a chance to bring the Bruins back within 2. Second half free throws have been a struggle, to say the least, for the Bruins. They've struggled with crunch time free throws all season long. These are important for Dean, and that one's just off. Nearly missed the whole rim. Dylan Harris, though he can't play, is a big encouragement to this Bruins team, was just giving Dean encouragement before this free throw. And Dean can't make either of them. Bruins still down 4. Wansley across to Posner, and now Carnes on top, back to Wansley. Foul's called on Devin Dean. It's only his second foul, but one more foul, and the Tornadoes have bonus the rest of the way. Wansley up against Brunson, and out to McKnight. Good hands by Pittman. Goes out of bounds. Tornadoes ball. They have 12 on the shot clock. McKnight's going to inbound it to Smith. Smith gets it. 10 on the shot clock. Heavy pressure by Pittman right now. And now Wansley. 5 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Posner. Shoots it. And it's an air ball. Shot clock does not reset on the air ball, so it's going to be a shot clock violation and a forced turnover by the Bruins. Now they have to answer. Just under 6 to go in the game. Down 4. Brunson driving strong, gets all the way through, but kicks out to Pittman, who can't gather that pass. And they turn it back over. Drew Smith to McKnight. McKnight has 2 different color shoes on. I hope that's from the same pair. That's how it is. That's a good tip. Busy hands by Josh Dorsey, out of bounds. Stays Tornadoes ball. It is a weird spot to inbound the ball from, so the Bruins could provide some big pressure. But it's out easy to Posner. Good hands by Pittman. And that one's going to go out and stay Tornadoes ball. Pittman thought he got pushed in the back. No fouls called. 13 on the shot clock. Neither team had possession, so the shot clock should stay the same. No, they're going to reset it to 30. Yeah, it should be 20, not 30. If at all, it should reset to 20. And it will be. I didn't think either team had possession, so I thought the shot clock should have stayed the same, but I'm not a referee. I'm a play-by-play broadcaster. Chad Vanderhart's going to come back in for Tostadas Pouncey. 5:29 to go, 20 on the shot clock. Tornadoes ball. Wansley, 3 from the wing, goes long, doesn't even hit rim, all backboard. Pittman gets the ball. Devin Dean's all by himself in the corner, but Pittman can't get over there. Out to Brunson. Brunson driving baseline against Posner. And now posting up, kicks out to Josh Dorsey. Josh Dorsey drives, stuck on his pivot, out to Brunson for 3, no good and short. Smith looking to push the ball. McKnight for 3. Air ball. Dorsey up to Vanderhart. Vanderhart spins. Passes the ball away before he travels. Dean now posting up McKnight. Dorsey for 3. That's necessary. They can't knock it down. Score is still 62-58. It's been stagnant here for quite some time. And Coach Burgess is going to call a timeout for the Tornadoes. This gives a chance for both teams to get reorganized and get some baskets. It's been a hard struggle on the offensive side for both teams the last few minutes. Score is still 62-58. Back from the timeout. KK Horton back in for the Tornadoes. Besides that, the lineups are the same both ways. Horton kick out for three by Wilson, no good. Rebounded by Wansley, up and in. And the lead's back to 6. Aggressive play by Wansley on the offensive boards. 4 minutes to go. Vanderhart cross-court pass to Pittman. Pittman into Dean. And Dean can't gather that pass completely, and it's turned over. And that one's going to take us to our sub-4 media timeout, so we got a little extra rest time. Final media timeout of the game. Bruins down 6. Media. Back from the media timeout. Bruins lineup still the same. Down 6 with under 4 minutes to go. So it'll be a big stop here if they can go back and score. Still a 2-possession game. Basket here would make it a 3-possession game. Wansley wants it. That rebounds right to Horton off the front rim. Carnes with a mid-range jumper, the southpaw, can't put it in. Bruins need points. Dean with the vision, going up against Wansley. Dean kick out to Brunson, kicks it back out to Vanderhart, thinks about it. And now Pittman back into Dean. Dean with the strength, puts it up and in. There's the points the Bruins need. Back within 4. Devin Dean's been one of the guys all night long. And that's a good play by Vanderhart, takes it away. Vanderhart looking to go up for it. No foul called. And Bruins get the ball back. It's a story right now. Dorsey drives, kicks to Pittman, and they're going to calm it down. That one was sold like an actor in a movie by Drew Smith. Foul's called on Dean. It's going to be an offensive foul. Drew Smith went flying like JJ the jet plane on that. With it being an offensive foul, no bonus. Wow. The ref definitely bought that ticket. Drew Smith with the ball. Tornadoes up 4, 2.5 to go in the game. Crunch time now. And that was going to be called a kick by Dorsey. Inbound to Smith. Brunson now at the top of the zone, providing good pressure. Gets stuck in the air. Brunson takes it away. Bruins are on the run. Down 4. Need points. Vanderhart back to Brunson. Devin Dean continuing his work in the post. Dorsey at the top. Now Pittman. Dorsey drives. Strong drive. And that one gets away. That one was tipped. But was it last touched by Dean? Apparently it was, and it's going to go back the Tornadoes' way. Just over 2 minutes to go. Trap by the Bruins. Great trap by the Bruins by Pittman. Forces Smith to call a timeout. Getting down in the crunch time. It's close. You do not want to step away in the final 2 minutes of this. Tornadoes lead 64-60. Tornadoes ball, minute 55. The Bruins have been able to get some stops recently, but have not been able to put some points away, so they're still down 4. Bruins defense is turning up. Brunson heavy pressure, Pittman heavy pressure off the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Horton trying to go to work. Horton trying to find space. Gets Vanderhart out of his space. Over to Smith. Smith trying to go to work. 2 on the shot clock. Smith turn around from 3 and deep. No good. It'll be a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Bruins. Justin Skelton's going to check back in for Joshua Dorsey. Skelton's been a source of offense all night long. Minute and a half to go. They need it here. Pittman in the corner. Now Dean. Vanderhart. Pump fake. Trying to drive and gets run into by Drew Smith. That's his 4th foul. One more foul on Smith, and he's not in the game for his team when they're going to need him most. Vanderhart goes to the free throw line. If Bruins want anybody at the free throw line right now, it's Shad Vanderhart. It's a 1-and-1. Crucial free throws here. Cool, calm, collected makes that first one. 3-point game, 1 possession game, but the Bruins would love another one to make it just a 2-point game. Vanderhart, the leader of this team. Can't knock down the second one. Brunson gets the rebound. Bruins only down 3. Could tie it here with a 3-pointer. Vanderhart. And now Pittman. 1 minute to go. It's going to get crazy. Pittman with the drive and lay. And 1! Trevor Pittman with a chance to tie us at the free throw line. Crucial free throw here for Pittman. What a drive. Shooting 57% on the season, but there's the important one right there. It's tied at 64, less than a minute to go. It's getting tense in the Davis Fieldhouse, 50 seconds. Brunson with some great defense, poked away by Vanderhart. Vanderhart cleared the runway, and he can't slam it down. He was fouled. No, he wasn't. No call. And that one is going to be slowed down by the Tornadoes offense. Vanderhart was pushed in the back. 30 seconds to go. Still tied at 64. Horton drives up. No good. Vanderhart brings it down. The Bruins can hold for the last shot. 15 seconds. 64-64. Pittman with the ball, and the Bruins are going to call a timeout to get a good play for this last shot. Shad knows he wanted that drive back, but they have a chance here to end this huge game with some fireworks. Buckle up. It's going to be a crazy last 12 seconds. I'm going to step away and clear my voice for what I'm sure is going to be wild. 64-64. "12 seconds to go. 64-64. Bruins have the ball on the sideline. Step number one to this is just inbound the ball. It's going to be heavy pressure by the Tornadoes. Just need to inbound the ball cleanly and get a good final shot. Skelton into Vanderhart. Step one done. 10 seconds. Pittman looking at the clock. Now Brunson, back to Pittman. Pittman driving. Pittman up and in! Trevor Pittman! 3 seconds left! Wansley has to get it quickly and poked away by Pittman! The Bruins win! Trevor Pittman stepping up big time! 66-64! The Bruins win a big one! What a game! What a night!
For attending tonight's game. As you leave, make sure to properly dispose of any trash you may have or take it with you as you exit the Davis Fieldhouse. The men's basketball team.
That's a win here tonight in the Davis Fieldhouse. Thank you so much for joining us. The Bruins win 66-64. My name is Trenton Goldsmith signing off for now. Have a great night, Bruin Nation.